Hey guys, it's Keri with Southern Grace Great Danes. Today I'm here with our girl Fiona. And let's talk about taking care of those pregnant females. Okay, before we get started, if you would like and subscribe, we would really appreciate it. Also, don't forget that you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, and we have a website all under Southern Grace Great Danes. And if you would go like and follow those, we'd appreciate it. Oh my goodness. So, you have confirmed that your female is pregnant. Congratulations. Now what do you do? So, we're just going to go over a few quick things on how we care for our pregnant females. And hopefully we'll give you guys some guidance and help you as well. Now, one thing is we do not start giving our girls extra food until we confirm pregnancy. The main reason is you want your girls to be in good physical shape. You don't want them to get overweight. That can make delivery very hard on them. And also, you want good, healthy sized puppies, but they don't need to be huge and ginormous to where it's very difficult for her to have a natural labor. So we don't increase their food until we confirm pregnancy. So with us, we confirm pregnancy around day 33 to 35 with our fetal Doppler. And once we confirm pregnancy, that's when I increase food. And we only increase it 25 to 50% based on where they're at in their pregnancy. So in the beginning, just about 25%. And then as they move on and they're closer to their whelping date, that increases more and more. But once they get larger, you may be feeding more food, but you may have to feed it in more meals throughout the day in smaller increments more often, because they're going to have a lot of puppies in there and it may be harder for them to sit and have a huge meal at once. So break those meals up. It's easier on them and it's just better for them overall. Another thing that we do is around day 40, we deworm our females. Now, our females don't have worms. They test negative. But if your female has ever had worms, ever in her whole entire life, those worms can go and they implant in the thigh muscle. And so she may not be passing worms, she's testing negative from worms, but those worms can be there in that thigh muscle. And around day 40, the hormones that the body gives off, I call it like wakes them up. It brings them back to life. And those worms will travel down into their milk, into their teats, and be passed along to the puppies. So at 40 to 42 days, we deworm all our females. This is wormer that we get from our veterinarian. Our veterinarian knows our females are pregnant, so they know to give us wormer that is safe for pregnant females. We've never had an issue, but make sure you have that conversation with your vet. And he gives you dewormer that is safe for her and her puppies. And this is the same wormer that we go on to use when we deworm our pups at 2, 4, 6, and 8 weeks. And like I said, we never have any signs of worms, but it's better to be proactive than reactive. That's how I feel anyways. Another thing is, from the time of breeding, even before we confirm pregnancy, we make sure that our females, we stop all rough play. We stop all rough play. We make sure they are in a stress-free environment. We don't want to do anything to jeopardize their health or their puppy's health, their fetus's health, the embryos, no matter what stage they're in. We like to keep everything just very safe for them. So, of course, they're out and they're around each other in the house, but out in the yard, they tend to play like an NFL team. So, once we breed them, we stop all like group outdoor play. So there's no more wrestling, no more tackling, no more, I mean, you should see them shit gets wild. I mean, it is wild when they get to playing together outside. So we do stop all that. Of course, they're with us in the house, and that behavior doesn't happen in the house, and we're still social with them, and they still get to have, obviously, outside time, but not in a big group where there's a lot of roughhousing and playing, because we just never want to jeopardize anything. So that's one thing is we scale back a lot of their rough playing free time. Around day, I'd say 50 to 52, especially if this is her first whelp. You want to start getting her used to her whelping box, her whelping area, where she's going to be. She needs to be comfortable in it. She needs to know that it's her new space, her new safe space, and where she can go to have her pups. Now our girls that have had, 1 or 2 litters or have done it before, we may not start that early because they know what's going on. But, if it's her first litter, or maybe you've moved it to a new area in your house that you think is going to work better, I would definitely start that around day 50. And to be honest with you, I leave my poor husband at when there's a week before whelp. I don't leave him. I no longer sleep in the bed with him, starting a week before their whelp date. Because they could go early, and we have such big dogs. I like to be there during whelp to make sure no one gets stepped on, no one gets laid on, no one gets rolled on. I'm very hands-on. And so since they could go early, I move into the whelping room with them about a week before their pregnancy. And I stay there until the puppies are 2 weeks old. So there's literally 3 weeks with each litter that I don't sleep in my bedroom with my husband. I completely move into this room with our dogs and the puppies, and I'm there. And that's just for the safety of our females, the safety of the puppies, my peace of mind. And I think it helps just raise well socialized pups. So by day 50, you should totally have your whelping room set up, your whelping box set up, all your whelping supplies. At day 58, the puppy's lungs are fully developed. So if they have pups, day 58 and beyond, those puppies will be live, viable pups. So you make sure you want to have her in her spot. You be with her at all times. We even have a camera set up to when we can't be with her. We can watch her if we do have to be away. So you need to have that place set up, all your supplies ready, and your female comfortable with that area. Like I said, I like to around day 50, if it's her first time, at least, the last 7 days starting that, if it's not her first time. Another thing that is an option you can do is get an x-ray done. They say it can be done as early as day 45, but you're going to get the clearest, best picture at 55 days at least, minimum. I like to say around between day 55 and 60, get an x-ray done. The bones are going to be really, really well calcified at that time, and you're going to get your best count of how many pups you have in there. The benefit to that is your dog's in labor. You've had an x-ray done. She's had 7, but you know that there was 9 pups in there, and it's been 3, 4, 5 hours since she's had her last pup. Since you know there's more in there, you can give a call to your vet and say, hey, this is how she's acting. We know she's got 2 more in there. Do you think that we should give it more time? What should we do? Or if you know she's had 7 pups, you only counted 7 pups, you don't have to worry about it anymore. You know she's done. You can move on to the next stage and just caring for the puppies and helping her recover from the delivery. You no longer have to worry. Does she have more in there? Is something going on? Is this need to go to the vet? So it's just a helpful, peace of mind for you as a breeder. And the last thing that we do when we have pregnant females and we're getting ready for our pups to get here is a week before their due date, we start checking their temperature rectally with just a regular thermometer that you can pick up at Walmart or any local pharmacy. And what you're looking for is that temperature drop. Now, a female's temperature is usually 100 to 101. That's a regular normal temperature for a dog. 12 to 24 hours before they're going to go into labor, active labor, and start having pups, their temperature will drop. But you got to catch it. It's a sneaky little bastard. So you got to catch it. So you need to get a schedule every 12 hours, check her temp, and chart it. So we do 6 a.m., 6 p.m., and we just keep a chart of the temperature, and you're watching for that temperature to drop down to 97 degrees, 97.5, 98 degrees. In that range is considered a drop, and that's a good indicator that your female is very close to having her pups. One reason that breeders do this is because technically a female's pregnancy is 63 days, but it's 63 days from ovulation. And if you don't progesterone test, you don't know technically when ovulation is. So you're going 63 days off of their tie date, which is more of a guesstimate. So checking their temperature is going to give you a better, more accurate date of when they're going to have their pups. So you can be there with them, help them be prepared, get them in their whelping box, make sure they're comfortable, it's quiet, it's safe, and really be there for her and have her where she needs to be when the time gets close. But those are just a couple things that we do. We change with our females when they're pregnant. The food increase only after we confirm pregnancy. I forgot to mention, some people will change to will change to puppy food in the last trimester. We don't. We just stay on high quality kibble. But that's a conversation you can have with your vet and find out what's best for your female. We cut out all real strenuous play and exercise and stress. We deworm between day 40 and 42. X-ray around day 55 to 60. And then we start taking temperatures that last week. And then we also get them in their whelping box, staying with them, getting them comfortable, and just really letting them know this is your space, it's quiet, it's safe, and this is where you should have your pups. But if you ever have any questions, anything that maybe you have a question about that I missed, that I forgot, don't hesitate to drop me a comment. You can also reach out to me on our Facebook page, send me a private message, Southern Grace Great Danes. And like I always say, I'm not an expert, but I am experienced, and I will try to help you guys all I can. And if I don't have the answer, I'll point you in the right direction or find it for you. But we hope you guys have a very healthy, safe, eventless whelp, wonderful, healthy litter, healthy mama, and just stay calm, stay relaxed. Your female will pick up on your energy. So just let nature take its course. Have a vet that you trust, that you can reach out to, or a mentor, in case you think things aren't going well. And you can also always reach out to us, and we'll try to help you any way we can. But thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.